Welcome to another edition of Grommet Live. I'm just going to put this little guy down before we get started so I can see all you guys. There we go. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. If you joined us last night, you know last night was a super fun show because why? Because it was all about cocktail time, cocktail party essentials. It was actually a really fun show. If you missed it, definitely go back and take a peek at it because truly from beginning to end, every single product we featured was so cool, so clever, and something that if you're not throwing a party yourself, you're going to want to take as a hostess gift to a party that you're going to. So I just can't recommend that show enough. And tonight, it is all about all of the products that have been launching this week on Grommet. And if you have been reading the emails or going to the site, you know that there are some really great ones tonight. I'm very excited for various reasons about each one of them. And then also tonight, one thing I'm very excited about is that we have somebody waiting in the green room to join me tonight. And I always love when I get to have a live guest on, and that is tonight. We have a product of the week winner. And I am so happy to say that this winner we actually featured on one of our shows not very long ago, I think just a couple weeks ago. And boy, was it a hit product. And it is a very big hit product in my household. And when I say household, I've got people all over the country now. My kids are all over the place and they're all obsessed with it as well. I'm going to keep you in suspense about what that is, but you definitely want to stay to meet the maker and hear the story behind this awesome product. Now, tonight is kind of important. It's actually a special night for a couple reasons. Number one, I was looking right before we got on, went to the Grommet site, looking at all the new products to see where is everybody ranking. Because for those who don't know, today is the last day for the product of the week contest. So when a product launches, that's what's called launch week. For 7 days, they're hoping that all of the Grommet shoppers upvote their products. So to upvote a product, when I feature a product, you're going to see a QR code. And if you're going to want to upvote the product, you're just going to take a picture of that QR code with your camera. And that's going to give that maker a vote. And it's going to give you a 20% discount on that product, either tonight, tomorrow, a year from now, whenever you want to use it. So it is a win-win situation. You're not committing to anything, but you're definitely helping the maker because I think it was 3 different makers that I noticed are so neck and neck. I mean, 1 or 2 votes away from each other. And the winner of product of the week, there's so many perks to it. It's a very big deal. So you guys inside the chat, all of you guys that are here live, you are playing a really important role tonight. So definitely pay attention to these products and upvote the ones that you're loving. But I'm going to give you another incentive to upvote tonight. And that is, you may have noticed that there is a kind of cool, I'm going to pull it up right here, exciting sort of sweepstakes, if you will, that Grommet has going on. And I want you guys to all get in on the action because the winner of this is going to win their wish list. So every time you upvote a product, that product, you're basically saying, yeah, I like that product. It's going into your file of products that you like. So that's called your wish list. So the winner of this sweepstakes is going to win their wish list. Now that's up to $500. So depending on how many products, how expensive products are that are inside that file, you'll get all of them sent to you. So pretty darn cool. But so how do you enter? Let me just pull it up right here. So the only thing you have to do is you have to upvote 7 times, and that puts you in the running. So if you haven't already upvoted 7 products, tonight's a good time to get started or good time to add to your wish list because you could be the one. And I don't know if they're going to end up doing more than one winner, but what I know for sure is that somebody is going to win their wish list. And I want it to be one of you guys. You know that. So definitely look for opportunities to upvote products so you can add to your wish list and be thinking of, if you are the winner, those are products you're going to get. So that's kind of cool. And I know Jen put she put the link in the chat. We also have a QR code for that I'm going to pull up right now. Oh, she beat me to it. There it is. So you can do either one. You can either do You can either do the QR code that she just put up, or you can use the link that is inside the chat. So either way, I'm wishing everybody good luck, because how fun is that to get all those products at one time sent to you? Maybe you use those products to help you do early holiday shopping, or maybe you just keep them all to yourself. We have lots of people jumping in to the chat. We have got Sherry. Hello, Sherry. We've got Allie from New Mexico. I love you guys when you put in where you're from. That's so fun to know. And people tune in from all over the world. So sometimes we get Italy and Denmark and Sweden and you name it. So let us know in the chat where you're tuning in from. And we just talked about winning your wish list. But as you guys know, on Grommet Live, every single night, you have an opportunity to win one of 2 giveaways. So that's what we are doing tonight as well. So I'm going to go ahead and have Jen put the QR code up for our giveaway. We are going to be giving away 2 of these awesome products tonight. One of them is going to be at the halfway mark, and that is going to be my product of choice of the night, the one that I think is really fab. I mean, I think they're all really fab, but kind of, and I'll get a little gauge from you guys as well, which ones you're loving. So let me know in the chat which ones you're loving and which ones you want to win. And then at the end of the show, after we have our guest on who is waiting in the green room, then we're going to do the second giveaway. And the second giveaway, we started something a few weeks ago where we're making it a trivia. So based on something we talk about tonight, and I drop little trivia bits here and there, pay attention, because the first person to chime in with the answer to my question at the end of the show will win that second giveaway. So that's kind of fun. Monica, see, I'm so glad to know that, Monica, because Monica is a repeat offender. She has been here many times. I love when you guys come back again and again, but I never knew, Monica, where you were from. So she's from Minnesota, as is Sherry, but I did know that. Do you guys know each other? I don't know that. Anyway, so welcome, you guys, to everybody. We've got Tiffany from Kansas. Welcome, Tiffany. Oh, gosh. We've got Carolyn from Southern Cal. We've got Flyga in the house. Seth, I can't wait to feature your product. I can't wait to tell you what you guys will see in just a minute. We've got Megan. And that's one of our makers. I'm kind of obsessed with your product, Megan, too. Gosh, so many fun people. Okay, we are going to go ahead and get started. And since I just said hello to Seth, we're going to start with your product, Seth. I'm going to put this puppy down. Let's see. I get too many buttons here for me to keep up with all of this. Okay, so I just want to start by saying Seth and we've never met in person, but we've kind of become friends on social media over the years. And I was trying to think how far back that was that we had originally met and how it even happened. But Seth has a travel product that I'm about to introduce you to. And some of you might know that I have a line of a travel line myself that I sell on HSN. And so I'm always looking for clever travel items. And I love to, promote my fellow peeps that are developing travel items. And when I see one that's really clever, I am all about that. And being someone that also travels a lot, when I saw Seth's product, I thought, wow, that is a problem solver for travelers for sure. So I was really excited. And once I started working hand in hand with Grommet, I said, you got to get on Grommet. And he sent me samples. He got on Grommet. And so it's so fun to have you here tonight, Seth, finally, because what I have to say, Seth dealt with something that I dealt with, and that is I was launching, I think it was my hero product right now was launching right before COVID. And I remember I had a whole new luggage collection. It all just got delivered to the warehouse, several warehouses around the country for HSN, and COVID hit. And we didn't, as you guys all know, we did not know how long COVID was going to last, but the first products to go when COVID hit were travel. And so I happen to know that Seth was getting ready to launch his product right when COVID hit as well. So we commiserated a little bit on that. So it kind of put everything on hold for him for a while. But I have to say, I always believe that everything happens for a reason. And I won't tell you my whole story about why mine ended up being a blessing in disguise, but it did. And I'm sure Seth would say the same for some reason. But without any further ado, I want to introduce you to Seth's product. And I have several of them right here, but I'm just going to show you one of them. Am I saying, is it Flyga or Flyga? I think it's Flyga. Let me know in the chat if I'm mispronouncing Because that's the problem with social media. We never get to hear people say, or at least I don't. I always have things on mute when I'm watching, and I look at the subtitles. So let me know if I'm saying that right. I think I got a thumbs up. I think I'm Flyga. Okay. And again, this is by Seth Pierre. He was inspired actually by his wife, and I'm hoping she's here somewhere. And that is because they went on a flight, and she had, I believe it was a Starbucks cup. I don't know if I made that up or not, but some cup. And she put it in the seat back in front of her when she got on the airplane, as I always do, as I think everybody does. And those seat back pockets are getting tighter and tighter and tighter. And so when she did that, of course, what happened? It was crushed and everything went everywhere. And Seth is sitting there thinking, there's got to be a better way. And so that was the beginning of the development of this guy right here. And as simple as this looks, my gosh, is this a problem solver like no other? Now, I am someone, as you can see in the picture right there, and you might have already guessed, this is basically a cup holder for when you're on the airplane. And it's a lot more than that. And I'm going to get into that in just a second. So don't you worry, Seth, I got you covered. But it is a cup holder for the back of the tray table. It's a cup holder for the window. You can put it there. But it can also be a holder for your phone, for a tablet. So it can serve a lot of different purposes. But I will say that the original reason for it was to hold your cup, whether you're having hot coffee, whether you're having a cocktail, whether you're having a Starbucks iced latte, whatever it is. I don't know if you're like me. Actually, my computer is probably bigger than most. I like having a big screen. So I do have a large computer. I do fly a lot, and I fly hours because HSN is in Florida and I'm in California. So that's a lot of my travel. And whenever I am sitting at my laptop, I'm always thirsty because we get dehydrated in the air. And I don't know what to do with my cup, and I'm a nervous wreck because I don't want it to spill all over my laptop, God forbid. And I can put it between my legs, but kind of the warmth of the human skin makes it warm really fast, and the ice all melts, and it still is going to kind of spill. I try to put it between the seat and the wall sometimes, but that falls down and spills. There's just no good solution until this. And so with this, you can, I'm going to show you a few different pictures just to give you an idea. So there it is, tucked right into that tray table, as you're seeing. So that's when the tray is up. It just tucks right in between the chair and the tray table. And then here it is being used as a phone holder. Because how many times are you on the flight and you're holding it down on your lap and you're getting that sore neck, and we're building those lovely neck wrinkles that we get? I think it's called, oh my gosh, there's a term for the neck wrinkle. Oh, tech neck, because we're all looking down at our phones, but you can hold it right up at eye level with that, which is so brilliant. And then there it is in the window. That is my favorite use, Seth, because I do usually have my computer on the tray table. And so being able to have it there, not worrying that it's going to spill, that it just doesn't have a home, that's so smart. Oh my gosh, is that smart? So that's what I'm in love with. But then even here, I think I got too close up on there, but what that is the inside of a car. So we're thinking of it for travel on an airplane, but it's for trains, planes, and automobiles. It's for any kind of travel, and not even just travel, any place where you just don't have a place to put your drink, right? So smart. And here, sitting in a cafe or sitting up at a bar or something, hands-free with your phone or your tablet, either one. So lots and lots of uses for it. So smart, right? You guys in the chat, is this clever or what? And I love when something that is such a big problem solver is such a low price, that for just over $10, I don't have to worry. I get the peace of mind that I'm not going to spill a beverage all over my laptop when I'm flying. That for just over $10, I get to feel kind of first class, like I've got room around me when it's in the window right there. I can imagine, Seth, because I actually have not gotten to use it yet on a real airplane, but I've got to believe that even the flight attendants and everybody around you is probably going, where did you get that? How do I get one of those? I have to believe it's just such a conversation starter. So you might as well, I'm sure if you are flying, Seth, you should have a whole big bag of them, a tote of them filled with them, and sell them while you're on the airplane. But that brings me to another point that I was so excited to find out about when I was doing some research. And that is, and I'll show you a picture of what I'm about to say. I know I have a picture of it. I think, here it is. Look at that. So Seth got his first airplane endorsement, if you will, or airplane partnership. So Delta Airlines, and that was, I believe, Seth's dream when he first started out, was to, wow, what if a major airline actually wanted to do something with this product with me? And that happened with Delta, and that was 7 years in the making, and he did it. And I just want to say, kudos to you. Congratulations. I actually have my drink right here, so I'm going to toast to you. And I'm going to show you how it fits since I have my drink right there. So there you go. How great is that? And if that's in the window or that's in the tray table in front of me, I mean, talk about stocking stuffer of the season. Anybody that travels, young or old, I mean, little kids would love to have. I would love for my kids to have this because I don't have to worry about them spilling and all of that. So this is just brilliant. And I'm missing a few things. Flaga means fly in Swedish. I did not know that. Flaga, he pronounced it for me. Thank you. And she's putting the kids to bed. So we're missing his wife right now, but we are thinking of her. And we've got someone saying smart product. Flight crew love it. And we've sold some to American Airlines and Delta. How awesome is that? I have to believe from the second I saw it, Seth, I thought this is going to be just a given that every airline has one. I mean, you go on an airplane, you expect you're going to have these. And if they're not going to build them into the planes like they should, then they absolutely should be handing these out instead of the peanuts or whatever they hand out these days. Let's see. We've got Tiffany on. She's saying, that is amazing. Congrats, Seth. That's such a cool product. So you guys, let me just tell you that Seth is one of the ones that is in the running for product of the week. And again, it is so neck and neck coming into this show tonight. So if you have not given Seth an upvote, please do that, because you're not committing to anything for yourself. Although if you want to, of course, and you probably do, you can absolutely buy it, and you do get that Grommet discount. So you're getting it for $10.92, where it is typically $13.65. So not a bad deal. Seth, what am I missing? Have I missed anything? I wanted to hit all the points. There's so many cool things about it. But he's done a great job. I've been really kind of from afar watching what you're doing with the promotional business. And I think that is so smart, because I know these big Fortune 500, these big companies are always looking for promotional items to gift to people, whether it's at a golf tournament or, just put their logos on, but they're always looking for something clever, something unique that solves a problem. And it's harder and harder to find those things because there's so many products out there. But this is so novel and so new, and such a problem solver. And most people in the business world, many people do travel a lot. So I can understand why you're doing so well with that promotional business. So congratulations on that. We are carbon negative and sustainably designed. I love that. And I did see your 3 pillars and thought about bringing those in. And I know sustainability is one of them. So thank you for bringing that up, because I did forget to mention that for sure. But anyway, Seth, congratulations on a fantastic product. Candy is chiming in saying, how is it packaged? Oh, let me show you. Good question, Candy. Sorry if you showed that. I didn't. I'm so glad. See, I need you guys. This is why I love the chat. Here it is. So it is just a very simple package like that, but he's done a really nice job with the photo and just, very simply done. Seth, are you selling these in airport stores yet? Oh my gosh, I wouldn't think twice. If I was getting ready to go on a plane and I didn't already have one of these, I'd get one for me, one for, whoever's traveling with me. So I hope that you're talking to those stores and getting these in those stores, because that's no brainer. So good. Oh, he's in talks. Way ahead of me. I knew you would be. A patented self-locking header card. Oh, this is a patented self-locking? Really? Okay. And here's the back of it, if anyone wants to see it. That's got the directions on it right there. So really, really well done, Seth. I could not be more excited for you and happier for you. And good luck this week. We're going to find out tomorrow if Seth is the winner of Product of the Week. So again, you guys matter a lot. So definitely, and if you have questions for Seth, keep them coming. We love getting that chat going. No tape, no poly bags. I appreciate that. Yes, the simpler the better. And when you have it, when it can, you've got that hole for hanging. I know the retail stores love that. And I love the fact that it's, I mean, I was thinking about how big influencer marketing is and how we're all wanting to get our products to influencers. But so many people, either their product is really expensive, so it's hard to gift them out to so many people and to get that kind of influencer testimonial or review. And other ones are just too big to ship, like just really expensive to ship. This is so brilliant for that because it's a low cost item that's very inexpensive to ship. So all day long, I mean, I'm sure you're sending them to every travel blogger, travel everything. So congratulations again. Really, really happy for you. And it's made in the USA. All right, guys, we are going to move on to the next product. Equally as clever. This is another one that is definitely in the running for product of the week. And another one that it's really interesting when you look back at all the products, the ones that have won, how so many of them are just, they solve a problem for the masses, a problem that so many people deal with, and they just wish there was an easy solution. And that's definitely true of these products that are in the making, and definitely true of the product of the week winner that you're going to meet at the end of the show. Definitely for the masses, a problem that we all deal, most of us deal with in a big way. So we're going to get to that. But this product, I'm curious in the chat, you guys, I want to ask you, because I don't know what these statistics are. How many of you in at least one of your bathrooms has a shower curtain? Some may have shower doors, some may have nothing, but how many have a shower curtain? I will say that we do not have a shower curtain right now. We have definitely had them for sure. My mom has a shower curtain, and my son has a shower curtain. I'm sure, my daughter's in a dorm, so she doesn't. Sherry does. Anybody else? I'm so curious. It's not a question you typically ask someone when you meet them. Someone else is in there saying, and I know who that is, that has two, and Jacob he does, Monica, she does. So that's what I thought. And Megan is the creator of this product. And Megan, I'm curious, because you probably have done the research of what percentage of people have shower curtains. I would love to know that, because that's I know there's a lot of products out there seeking to solve problems with shower curtains. Yours, I've never seen anything like it before. I've seen things that try to solve it, but in such an inferior way. Without any further ado, let's look at the product. And very clever name. I wasn't sure how to pronounce it until I heard her say it. And so it is Mirrored. I hope I'm saying that right, Megan. Megan is the creator, as I mentioned. She is inside the chat. She has created this little device that is so smart, so simple. It basically is like a clamp of sorts. But as you can hear, I'll do that one more time. It is all silicone, very, kind of slim and sleek, and just, you wouldn't, inconspicuous. Basically, you wouldn't, especially if you have white tile or something like that and you choose the white, you're not even going to see that it's there. But how many times, if you do have a shower curtain, like it sounds like many of you do, when you're in there, just a little bit of it's open and the water gets out all over the floor, and you got to deal with the water on the floor. Or in my mom's case, I worry because God forbid if she slips at 82 years old when she's getting out of the shower, that's all she wrote. So I really think about that a lot and worry about that. And you have seen on shower curtains that they have sort of the weights down at the bottom, and I think that's the intent, but they so don't work and they get so gross and yucky. But so that's one issue, is you're getting water all over the floor. It's just a mess. But the other issue is, how about the shower curtains that just kind of cling to you and then they billow out when you're showering? Because I don't know if it's air conditioning or gust of wind or why that happens, but it always seems to happen. Or how about if you're taking a shower during the winter and you're kind of cold and just that little opening brings air in, and it's just not such a fun shower when you've got cold air coming in when you're showering. So I think we can all relate on some level to all of those issues. This on the back, what she has is sort of a foam adhesive, a 3M adhesive here. So you just are going to peel that off. You're going to position this wherever you want it on your shower or bath wall. And you can even put it doesn't have to be smooth tile. It could even be textured. It can really be any surface. I guess unless you have like real jaggedy rocks or something like that. And so that is going to stick there. That's going to stick there. And then you want to position it obviously where when you close it, you get in the shower curtain goes in here, and then that magnet is just going to keep it in place perfectly. And then you open it up when you want to get out, and there you go. And because it's silicone, it's so easy to clean. It doesn't get moldy and mildewy and all that gross stuff. So it's always going to look nice and sleek and clean. And each pack comes with 4. So I do have the white, but I wanted to show you, she has some cool colors. I'll show you right there. So love all those. So available in 8 different colors, but the Grommet package does, it's the pack of 4, and then you choose the color that you want. And so Megan, I just want to ask, and I think I know the answer to this, but I just want to make sure I have it right. In a typical shower, how many would we need? Is 4 right? Like 1 up top, 1 down, 1, 2, 1, 2. Is that what you find? Or do most people just need it on one side, or what's typical? Let's see. Hello. The shower curtain industry is $1 billion a month. Oh my gosh. And so it's worth it to say that it is about 95% of homes have shower curtains. Well, Megan, you picked a great industry to be in for sure. And you solved a problem in such a smart and clever way. And it is clearly resonating because you are getting votes after votes after votes in product of the week. So really, really smart. And guys, inside the chat, you guys, if you think this is clever, even if you don't have a shower curtain, but you're like, wow, good for her for coming up with such a great solution and kicking fear to the curb, as I always say, and making it happen. So she did that, and I just think it's so smart. Let's see what else. It is the difference in the air outside of the shower and inside that causes the billowing. Do you guys notice? I mean, sometimes I do think, is it something about my skin that it clings to me? And I can't stand that because our shower curtains do get a little mildewy or slimy sometimes. And then when you're in there, and then but if you have that magnet, you don't never have to worry about that happening. And you can make it as tight as you want or as loose as you want. So up to you. Some people will put it on the troublesome side if they only want to use 2 on one end. So I get that. And can also hold up hand towels in the kitchen. Let me think about that. How does that work? Meaning hand towels in the kitchen. So you would put them where? Oh, you mean like this would go on the wall and you just put a towel to hang that like that? Is that what we mean? Kind of like, I'm going to use your little package here, but basically, look at that. You can hang a product. I'm sure there's a million uses for this. And now that you just said that, I'm probably going to think of a million more. And I'm sure people all day long, because I did think that when I first saw it, I thought just the cleverness of a magnet inside of silicone. First of all, we've seen magnets and all kinds of things, and I'm sure there are some in silicone, but clamping together, holding and sticking to a wall. I have to believe there's a million uses for it. Can also hold, okay, let's see. Yep. People also use it to hold their shower poofs. Oh, that's clever. So inside the shower to hold, meaning the kind of the loofah, the balls. If anybody doesn't know what a shower poof is, I think that's what you're referring to. And they're usually on a little rope. So you can just, I like that. Super clever. Anybody else have ideas for these guys? Okay. Well, Megan, congratulations. Good luck with product of the week. And if you have just recently jumped on, I have to say it again, you guys, there are several products that we're showing tonight that are all in the running for product of the week. And it's a big deal. The winners get featured in articles and their products get pushed out to more and more people, and they get to be on Grommet Live. And it's kind of a big deal. So definitely don't be skimpy on the upvoting tonight, or any night really. Because again, you're not committing to anything, but you're helping the makers, and that's kind of cool. Let's see. Hold the back washer brush too. I'm wondering if Megan, do you know how much weight this holds? It actually, yeah, Candy, I think absolutely. I mean, I'm really pulling, and it's staying. So I'd be curious what the capacity is on that. But yeah, anything that you would hang in the shower, much rather see it on this than on some of the other things that I've seen things hang on. So well done. She's saying thank you so much. Okay, we're going to do one more product, and then we are going to do a giveaway. So if there's anything that you guys are loving and wanting so far, they're both pretty cool. Um, let me know in the chat because I pay attention for sure. And if you haven't already entered the giveaway, I think we should put that QR code up one more time. And you know what? I did not mention, can't believe I didn't mention it. Because you guys are live here tonight, if you've never joined us before, you wouldn't know this, so I'm going to say it. And that is, we give you guys, since you're live here, we give you a chance to double your chances of winning the giveaway. And to do that, all you have to do is inside the chat, put the word giveaway. And our producer, Jen, is on call. She's watching, and she will add another entry in your name. And then the names get randomly pulled, and we announce one in just a minute. I'm going to do one more product, and then we're going to announce it. And then we will be announcing one non-randomly at the end, and that will be based on trivia. Something that we talked about tonight. The first person that answers the question correctly will win the second giveaway. Okay, and let's see. All right. Okay, this product is super cool, and I know we have someone in the chat from this product. It is, let's see, Tiffany. I believe Tiffany is here. I'm hoping. Who's heard of? I had not heard of this, and I'm so excited to know about it. I wish I knew about it a long time ago, but with kids at college, having kids all over the country, and in fact, the other night I went to say goodnight to my kids, and what was it that I pressed? Oh, I pressed the Find Friends just to see where everybody was. I do that sometimes. And I looked and I saw Courtney all the way on the East Coast and Jack all the way on the West Coast. And it just, like, looking at that map of the United States and seeing my kids so far apart literally brought tears to my eyes. And so when I discovered this product through Grommet, I thought, wow, what a clever, clever idea. It's called a friendship lamp. And I'm curious if I feel like this might be another one of those where I can't believe I'm the only human being on the earth that didn't already know about it, because evidently they have sold a boatload of these over the time since they launched. The gentleman who created it, his name is John Harrison, and he originally created it for his own family. It's essentially a touch activated lamp. I'm going to show it to you. You can see it right there in the picture. But because I have so much light going on, it's going to be hard to see mine. But so this is definitely not doing it justice. I can't turn all these off right now, but I'm going to show you a video and some pictures and all that, so you'll get the idea. But basically, I wanted you to see the top of it, because this is where the touch activation comes in. And this is Wi-Fi enabled, and it is also app enabled. So when you get this, you would definitely want to be getting 2 of these, because you want somebody else across the country. It could even be across the house. It doesn't have to be across the country, but somebody else, your loved one, or anybody that you want to connect with, would have the other friendship lamp. And I said the other, you can have an unlimited amount of friendship lamps connected. So in my case, with kids in 2 places, it would be really nice for each one of them to have a friendship lamp. And then with the app, with the lamps, each one has access to 256 different colors. And so you can choose to use colors. What you do basically is you get the app, you download the app. What I love about this is how simple it is. So easy to download, so easy to set up Wi-Fi. And then you set up your groups. And so you would set up a group, like we'll use me as an example. I would set up a group with Jack and Courtney and me. And so they would accept my invitation. So it just sends a quick invitation. I'll show you the app right now. So here it is right when you log in. So basically you see the Wi-Fi set up there, and then there's the Friendship Lamp Manager. So if I press on that, that's where you would be inviting whoever it is that you want to invite into your group. And so I sent an invitation earlier today that hasn't gotten accepted yet. Whoops. And so once they accept, then you can customize the lamps. And just imagine, let me show you a video of how it works. Just imagine that you're just wanting to, sometimes we don't necessarily need to text a long message or get on the phone and have a long phone call, but you just want someone to know that you're thinking of them. And so you touch it, with your color that you have pre-specified, and they're walking by their lamp and they see it light up in that same color. And they know mom's thinking about me or Jack's thinking about me or whatever. Just kind of can warm your heart just by seeing a light. And you can edit it in all different, you can customize it in all different kinds of ways. But you're basically having this long distance connection through the technology of a lamp. And John, who created it, actually is quite an artist, a media artist, if you will, and also an engineer and a musician, and so kind of put all of those things together to create this way for he and his family to stay connected. So I love that story behind it. And then now it's all over the world. There's more than 200,000 people that are using these, and I'll show you the map. But they have a live map where you can see where everybody is that is already connected. Oh, are we having another one of those? Last night we had a couple issues with this. I'll come back to it. Hopefully it'll work shortly. But I wanted to show you the video. I think we don't have problems with the video, so hopefully that'll come up. So someone in New York, someone in Atlanta, and this just is going to kind of go back and forth. So I don't know that everybody would use it in this way, but I wanted you to see how they light up, and that basically, signals to the other person that they're thinking of you. Trying to go back to that map, which is not coming up. I did want to show you a couple other options because there's lots of different styles, and I actually love this one. And so when you upvote, you're going to get that 20% off. The maker is going to know that you love their product, and then it's going to take you to their website so you can see all the different options, all the different colors and all of that. So this is one that's just very sort of natural looking, and I think that's really cool and artsy sort of. And then another one that I like is the simplicity of this one is just kind of a frosted glass, or it's not glass, it's a plastic. But I just think it's a really kind of simple, clean, sleek look. So I love that one as well. And I'm going to try one more time to get this darn map up because it's so cool and it is live. And so you're seeing all these people connected. I give up. All over the world. So it's so clever. Now, this is another one with that Grommet discount. That 20% off is significant because it would normally be $89. And that is, Tiffany, I know Friendship Lamp is in the house. Can you guys let me know? I believe it's $71 and that's for one lamp. Is that correct? Or is it or it comes with a pair? So I'm just wanting to clarify that. I didn't want to say it without making certain of it, because I have made that mistake before. Tiffany with Friendship Lamps is here. Thank you, Tiffany, for being here. Let's see, Megan saying, I need a bundle offer for me and my 4 friends. That's the thing. And yes, think of all those different groups of people in your life that you would love to stay connected with. And when you have, when let's say you go to college and then you graduate and everybody goes their separate ways, to be able to have some fun little way to connect with each other, I think is just so special. And then the other thing is, if I understand correctly, you can have a different color, like grandma's color could be purple and mom's color could be red, and the little boy's color can be yellow. And so when it lights up purple, grandma's thinking of you. When it lights up red, mom's, I don't know, I've probably got those all confused, but I think you get the idea of that. That is correct for one lamp. Okay, so said this. So each person needs a lamp, and it's $71 for one. But with the Grommet discount, with that 20%, you want to, if you know of a group that's going to do it, have one, buy them all together. Although each person will get the 20%, but if you're buying it for your family, make sure buy them all at one time. So you're getting, because you only get the 20% one time, but that one time you can buy several and get 20% off of all of them. And they do have, I was going to say that. I noticed on your website, they have a lot of bundles available. They've got 2, they've got 4, they've got 6. And so, the pricing goes down for the bigger bundles. So that's a affordable way to do it for sure. We love helping and keeping loved ones connected no matter the distance. So I'm so glad you just said no matter the distance, because I was thinking about what is so amazing about this is it's across the globe. It's not just across the country. It can be anywhere in the world, as long as there's Wi-Fi and as long as we've got the lamps and the app downloaded, we're good to go. So it's really cool. I love this for aging grandparents. I do too, because it's, it's hard. the grandkids can get so busy, and making that phone call can be a big deal, and so they put it off and put it off because they feel like they need to do it when they have time to spend a long time talking on the phone, which is a wonderful thing to do. But for those times when you just want to let a grandparent know that you're thinking of them, all you have to do is touch that light and imagine what that would mean to them. Just seeing that light up, would light up their life, light up their day, I would say, for sure. So thank you for bringing that up, grandparents. Wonderful for that. Fun product, touching product, and a very well done product. You guys have just thought of everything. I love all the different designs. Really, really great. Grandparents struggle with technology. Oh, another good point. Thank you for that. Yeah. Grandparents sometimes, in fact, my poor mom, I talk about her a lot on this show. She really is struggling just with the phone now, and just calling and just texting, and that's tough for her. So be able to just do this to say, Courtney, I'm thinking of you. I love it. Really, really great. And Friendship Lamp is saying, thank you. We really appreciate it. Well, we really appreciate you. And I'm so glad you're on Grommet. And I think you guys are going to do so well during the holidays because of that very point about, sometimes we struggle with what to get grandparents, and what a thoughtful, special gift to give them, and to have the grandkids give them and say, this is how we're going to stay connected. Really cool. And even for the littles who aren't ready to do technology yet, what a great way for them to stay in touch with not just grandparents, but maybe cousins or uncles or aunts or the whole family. Really fun. Okay, guys, we are going to do a giveaway, and then we are going to do one more product that, from what I understand and the time I've gotten to use it so far, is one of the hottest culinary items out there right now. It is all the rage. Everyone is talking about this product, and I was so excited when I knew it was going to be on the show. So excited. And so I have gotten to play with it, and it's phenomenal. So you definitely want to see that. And then after that product, we are bringing in Product of the Week winner to talk to you about that product. So fun stuff. And then we've got another giveaway. So again, I'm like Greg, now that I've figured out how to mirror my screen, I'll never get it right. So definitely enter if you haven't already. And if you haven't doubled your chances, get inside the chat and say the word giveaway so you can double your chances. Okay. Let's see. What am I going to give away? Did anybody tell me what they would like to win? I'd like to know. I think, let's see. I think I've got to give away this guy. I know it's simple, it's not expensive, but the winner of this is going to be really happy. The winner of this is going to travel so much better than they did before. So I am giving away a Flaga by Seth LaPierre. And let me tell you who the winner of the Flaga is, if I can find it. I do think I saw this person inside the chat. This person is Jacob Thomas, or Tomas. I might be pronouncing that right. Congratulations, Jacob. You are the winner of this guy, and there's lots of colors. I should have shown you a picture of all the colors. There's so many colors to choose from. So Jen will reach out to you, our producer. You let her know what color you want, and we will get one of these out to you right away. Congratulations. Okay, we're going to have another giveaway, so just hold tight for that one as well. Okay, this next product, let me bring it up here. As I mentioned, this is a culinary product. This is not just any culinary product. This is a very high-end knife sharpener. And clearly I am living under a rock, because this is another one that I was not aware was all the rage until I started doing the research. And then I'm seeing everywhere, and I'm seeing all of these fancy chefs talking about it and all of that. And so I was so excited. I was a little, not gonna lie, little bit intimidated about it, because I love to cook, but I'm definitely not a chef. I don't have all the professional stuff. I love my air fryer. I love my George Foreman grill. I love what else do I love? My Vitaclay I love, which is on Grommet. So I've got lots of things that I love. But this one to me seems like over my head a bit. But when I started using it, and learning about it, I realized it's not at all, and it's actually very easy to use. And if you cook at all, which I'm guessing most of you do on some level, and that they are in the chat with us. So thanks, guys, for being here. I'm so excited that you're here. And it was created by two gentlemen, and that is Spencer and Darian. I hope I have that right. Please correct me if I don't. But so smartly made, so beautifully executed. What I was going to say is, if you cook at all, you do know the importance of a really well sharpened knife. You know that importance when you have one that's not well sharp. A dull knife just makes is not fun to use. It's, in fact, I think you can hurt yourself more with a dull knife than you can with a sharp knife, because it's actually quite dangerous with a dull knife. And so I do have funky little sharpeners that come with the knife block. I've got that. I got one that kind of clamps onto the countertop and that you just do that. But they might work a little, but I don't know if I'm doing them wrong or whatever, but they don't work well. This one, as you're seeing right here, is so beautifully done. The box itself, just this is just so high end, so nicely done. When you open it up, now it's a rolling knife sharpener. And so that, I think that was maybe what intimidated me, was what if I don't roll it right? What if I don't set the knife down right? What if too many variables for me? But once I saw how well thought out this is, I realized anybody can do this. And what a gift to be able to take your set of knives and put them back into pristine, razor sharp, chef quality sharpening. And so look at inside, how gorgeous that is. So I right away thought about what an amazing gift this is to give somebody that loves to cook. So beautiful, beautiful. The wood is just so gorgeous. And so let me tell you about all the different pieces that are inside of here. So this right here, and this got me a little intimidated too, but I'm gonna take your fears away, because just the degrees. I thought, well, how would I know? So 25 degrees, 20 degrees, 17.5 degrees. What does all that mean? First of all, is what I was wondering. And how would I know which one I need, is what I was wondering. What this is actually, and it's very lightweight for what it is, it's a magnetic block. And I would imagine, I didn't even think about this before, but yes, I was thinking this is where you would set it. So you can have it on the countertop or in the cabinet or wherever you keep it. But this is, you would take your knife. Here's a very dull knife. I would take the knife, and if it was on the countertop, I'm going to show you a video so you get the idea. But see how it magnetically sticks to that, right? So what you're basically doing is, this is on the counter, this is magnetically sticking to that, and then you're taking this and rolling it along here back and forth several times, and then you're turning it over, doing the other side several times. Now, depending on how dull your knife is, there are different grit levels, if you will, of the discs. So these discs are interchangeable, basically. And so it comes with 3 different grit levels. And so the first one is 400 grit, and then it goes up to 1,000 grit, and then 2,000 grit. And so what does that mean? All I needed to know is that when you have a very dull knife, you're going to start with the 400 grit. So what you're going to do is, you're going to do each side with the 400 grit, and then you're going to basically progress to the next one, which is the 1,000 grit, and then you progress to the next one, which is the 2,000 grit. And it says right on the back there, like this one right here is the 2,000. I don't know if you can see that. But I mean, each piece is so stunning. I just love it. It's so substantial, so quality. Hence the price. It's $112 with the Grommet discount. Normally $140. So wow, that is a big difference. And should you spend $112 on a knife sharpener? Like, that seems steep, but guess what? If you are saving your knives, you know how expensive knives are. And if you can reverse them, bring them back to their brand new condition where they were razor sharp, I mean, it's worth every penny. And if you have a really nice set of knives and you're just wanting to maintain them, that's worth every penny too. So, I mean, at first I thought, huh? But the more I thought about it, and then when I used it and I saw the difference it made, oh my gosh. I mean, it's night and day and so easy to do. And then I'm going to show you one other thing that's inside here, but I do want you to see how easy it is to do. So let me show you the video right here. I'm going to actually probably mute it and talk through it myself.
Rolling knife sharpener. Here's how to use it. Select the angle that matches your knife's existing edge. Then attach your knife to the pentagon magnetic holder. Now roll the sharpener along your knife's edge to begin sharpening. Flip your knife and roll on the other side. Remove the low grit sharpening disc and replace with a higher grit, then roll again on both sides. Finish with the helix honing disc for the perfect edge alignment. The Sync Rolling Knife Sharpener, the
Thank you. What would I do without Jen? How long is my sound? Oh, it turned off because of the video. I'm sorry about that, you guys. I'm back. Okay. What I was saying when I was muted was Candy's in the chat and she said, really, you're doing it back and forth, not just one way. And I was saying back to Candy, I thought the exact same thing. And so I actually tried using it before I watched the video and I was rolling it just the one way. But yes, it is back and forth. And again, I'm so glad I had that video to show you because it's that simple. You're rolling. And depending on how dull the knife is or sharp the knife is, you may roll more than just a few times to get it to where you want it. But it's that simple. And it does such a phenomenal job because it's so precise. And it's for any kind of knife. It could be a hunting knife. It could be a sushi knife. It could be any kind of knife. And it sharpens it from one end, which I've come to learn that this is called the heel, all the way to the tip. I mean, it is razor sharp. It's like you see on TV how things you can cut through anything just like butter. That's what you can expect after your knives are sharpened. That's how good this is. And so going back to the magnetic block, I just want to make sure everybody understands that. So depending on the slant of your knife, that's how you know which one, right? You're probably thinking, how the heck would I know what the slant of my knife is, right? It was the first thing I thought is, I don't know. But of course, they thought of everything. They even include this little tool that you can use to find out exactly what the angle of your knife is. So all you do is you put the blade right in here, and once you find that snug fit, then you know what the angle of your blade is. And so you can try all the different ones, and once it's nice and snug, that's the angle. So that's how that works. Now, after you have progressed, you've done the 400, you've done the 1000, you've done the 2000, then you would what's called hone it or polish it. So basically that's where you kind of fine tune at the end. And to do that, you're using this disc right there. And so that's where it gets really, perfection. So how cool is that? I mean, I feel like a real chef now that I know how to use a rolling knife sharpener. And I am racking my brain of all the people that would be so fun to gift this to. And it's a little pricier. So those special people in your life who really love to cook. I have an uncle who I thought of right away, who has owned restaurants for years and loves to cook. And he's retired now, but still very into cooking and all those high-end chef tools and things like that. So I'm sure there's a million people that everybody can think of to gift to. But when you have something that is so beautifully done and so nicely packaged, and then you're getting the 20% off on top of it with Grommet, it's a win. And someone chimed in and said, what a great wedding gift. Oh my gosh, yes. Fantastic, fantastic wedding gift. Let's see, what else can I say about this? Sync, have I missed anything? I hope that I hit everything because let me see I didn't even let's see. Oh, matching your existing angle. I didn't even notice that. So on the side of this here, trying to get the lighting right. So oh, interesting. It gives you the different degrees, and then it sort of teaches you that use this angle carefully, avoid chopping hard items. Great angle so 15 degrees is a great angle for cutting soft foods and meats. 17.5 is a good balance between durability and sharpness. 20 degrees is sharp and easy cutting angle. And 25 degrees is for knives that are used for completing rugged tasks. I don't think I use many of those, but sharpen every edge. I mean, everything is just impeccable about this. You guys from Sync, congratulations on such an amazing item. I mean, just really, really well done. And I hope that you guys have grabbed the QR code on that one, because this is one that, even again, if you are not wanting to purchase it right in this moment, you'll have that. That is in your wish list. And you know what? If you win your wish list, you will be getting one of those. So I'm going to remind everybody one more time. And Jen, maybe you could put the link up for other people that jumped on. Grommet is doing a kind of giveaway where you get to win your wish list. So all the things you've upvoted, up to $500, you can win. So this could definitely be one of those for sure. Let's see. Okay, without further ado, you guys, this is so fun for me. I love, just because I'm a maker inventor myself, I get so excited to talk shop with other makers and inventors. So super fun. And I know we have several makers and inventors inside our chat right now too. So I know it's equally as fun for all of you. So without any further ado, I'm looking for my product. Has anybody guessed who it is that we have in the green room? Okay, the product is this little guy right here. This is called Sleep Fuel. There it is right there. And I'm going to bring in the inventor himself to tell you all about it. I'll give you my take on it, but I'm so happy to meet him because he thinks I'm a stalker, because I
Stalk away.
I did kind of stalk him on LinkedIn and said, please come on my show. So I'm so happy to meet you live and in person. And am I pronouncing it right? Albritton?
Yes, you are. Thanks for having me, Marcy.
Absolutely. Thank you for being patient inside the green room. Appreciate that a lot. And congratulations on winning Product of the Week. That's a fun honor for sure. And I have to believe that this is going to be, well, I don't know if you saw, I forget if I talked about it on the show last time, but I gave this to my son for his birthday. It was one of his gifts, and he looked at me cross-eyed like, why would you give me this, Mom? And I said, just trust me. Because he's a lot like me. You're probably the same way. We've got these inventor minds, and we don't sleep because we're always thinking of ideas. And so he'll call me in the middle of the night, are you sleeping? And so anyway, when I discovered this, I thought, it's probably another one of those gimmicks. There's so many things out there to help us sleep. But I was excited to try it, but I was a little nervous because who knows what's in these things these days. But when I read about it, it really is. I mean, every ingredient in there is really all natural. And so that's what made me feel like, okay, I can try this. Is that like, what are the key ingredients to this? The most important?
It's actually 13 botanicals. So it has things like ashwagandha, 5-HTP, cramp bark, things like, like chamomile, lemon balm. And so we actually spend a lot of time formulating a very holistic, kind of formulation of all of the ingredients that will help you fall asleep really fast, but without any melatonin, and won't make you groggy in the morning.
And I'm going to vouch for what he just said, because that is so true. I mean, that was what my son said so I gave it to him for his birthday. He went back. He lives about an hour and a half from me, and I didn't hear from him for a couple of days. And then he called and he said, Mom, I tried that Sleep Fuel. Wow, what's in that? And when he was saying wow, it wasn't so much wow, it knocked him out, but he loved, because he does take melatonin from time to time, and that grogginess that we feel. And he's like me, where I take it, it helps me fall asleep, but then I wake up a couple hours later and then I think, do I take it again? But then I'll be so groggy in the morning. And so it's kind of this dance that I don't like to do with melatonin. what I found with yours is I did fall asleep much faster. When I say much faster, I'll say uh, about 15 minutes, maybe. Is that about average?
Yep.
10, 15? Yeah. And then, but I did sleep through the night and I wake up feeling really good. And that is just such a
works
win
as
for me.
advertised, as they say.
It really does, you guys. And
Yeah,
as
so we actually designed this to be nature's fastest sleep aid. And so the idea really is that people who maybe have prescriptions or always struggled and maybe melatonin didn't work, we wanted something completely natural that will really help you fall asleep, but go from, light sleep, deep sleep, REM sleep, in a very natural circadian rhythm type way.
Okay. Because so that's why you're not waking up in the middle of the night. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So it has a bit of technology in it. So this is the product, and it's actually an oral spray.
Yeah.
So you spray it in your mouth, and it has a nebula micro droplet technology in it. So it's a really, really fine mist, and it goes straight into your bloodstream, but it has a sort of a slow release, so it lasts over 8 hours.
Oh, I did not know that. I mean, I believe that because that's how it works for sure. But the other thing was I was nervous to try it because of what it would taste like. And I actually really like the taste of it. It's very, it's refreshing, but it's not like overly like breath spray or something. But it's just light and easy and, doesn't have an aftertaste or anything that bothers at all. So that I was pleasantly surprised with. Now when I first did it, I said I was a little nervous. So you're supposed to do 8 sprays and you do either side of your cheek or under your tongue, right?
In your cheek works best.
It does? Okay. I didn't know that. I do 2, 2, and 2. Trying to do it all right.
Even better.
So when I started with 5 because I got nervous, and then I did great with that, and so I did 6, and I've just left it there. I'm knowing my son, he's doing the 8.
What's cool about this is you can customize your dosage, so not everyone has the same sleep issues, or maybe you're already kind of tired, but you need that extra little boost to go to bed. We were talking about tech neck earlier, from like people sitting in bed scrolling on their phone.
Yep.
They can't sleep. This is kind of that custom option for people to be able to titrate however they need.
Well, it's funny you say that because when the first night, not just the first night, most nights when I go to sleep, but the first night I tried this, I thought I'm going to do this and then watch my show that I love to watch when I go to sleep. And I don't remember my show turning on.
Sorry.
So yeah. So now I still have to watch my show, get caught up on that. But gosh, it works so well. And I know, guys, it is a little on the pricey side. That's how I felt when I saw it, because melatonin you can go buy for, well, now it's getting more and more expensive. And so I did, that was like a little red flag for me. But now that I've used it, and now that I understand all the ingredients in it, because I am someone that's pretty meticulous about ingredients, and I recognized several that I'm a big fan of, it is, I mean, if you are getting a good night's sleep, a real like authentic good night's sleep where you can wake up and feel really good and energized for the next day. And this is, I forget, is it about a month supply, would you say, if you're doing 8 sprays?
Yeah, 30 nights, which we say comes out to about $1.20 per night.
Yeah, so $1.20 per night for an amazing night's sleep. No brainer. And because it's all natural, it's not a concern with anybody, I wouldn't think. I mean, I'm sure you want people to, like you said, titrate, sort of start smaller and go up, especially. Is it okay for kids? What do you think of that are taking melatonin? What would you say?
This isn't a pediatric product, but as with anything, consult your pediatrician or your doctor. We designed this for adult use, but it's all natural ingredients, and all of the ingredients actually listed on the Grommet, so you can check them out for yourself.
Let's see, we've got some people inside the chat, so I want to see, how long does it last? I feel like it lasts like 7-8 hours for me, but is that about?
Yeah. So that's it's 8 hours is a typical usage or active. But it kind of varies person to person, like with any supplement.
Yeah. What I said when I featured you the first time was I was so excited because I was getting ready to fly across the country on a red eye, and I was going to try it on the red eye because typically I'll take melatonin and then I feel so crummy. I have to go right to sleep when I get to the hotel and all that. So I was excited to try it, and then I got sick and I didn't get to go on the red eye. So I haven't done that yet. But I'm certain because I've used it enough times now to know I think it's such a phenomenal solution for traveling for red eyes or just when you want to sleep on an airplane and you want to feel good when you get there. You wouldn't want to maybe do this on a 2-hour flight, but if you're doing a longer flight,
wouldn't recommend it. Maybe just a couple of sprays. But my wife just got back from Paris, and she killed it. Just crushed her jet lag. She was in meetings all day, no problem.
Yep. That's great. That's phenomenal. Let's see. Someone said how many uses per bottle. We covered that. And then there's an echo when you speak. I hope it's not like that for the video recording. I'm not hearing an echo. Is it, Jen, are you hearing an echo?
I'm hearing an echo.
You are? Or you're not?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. I don't know why I'm not. Darn it. Okay. Thank you for bringing that up. I don't know what that is. That's really strange. We'll have to figure that out. Okay. Anything else? Do you have any new and exciting things coming out? This is your one product, right? Or is there other ones?
This is our main product. We have a couple of others in the pipeline so far. Probably launching on Grommet later in the year or early next year, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Yep. Fantastic. How long was this in development? From the time you said, I want to do this to the time you launched?
About 2 years. But I come from a very deep background in supplements, so this has been rattling around for a decade plus.
Okay. Well, how exciting. Is this your first product of your own that you've done when you say you?
I've done functional mushrooms and plant medicine with Johns Hopkins in the past.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, this is the first one that we really wanted to tackle sleep head on.
Yes,
because it is people eat great, exercise, optimize every other part of their lives, but sleep is that thing that's lacking. And we wanted something that could be used nightly and make you wake up and kind of take on the day.
That's a good way to put it about optimizing, because there's a bazillion things out there to knock you out, right? But you're not necessarily getting a great night's sleep, and you're definitely not waking up feeling great. Where this really accomplishes all of that in an optimal way. I mean, you've done amazing. I'm very grateful. Yes, a couple other things. Let's see. It helps with jet lag. That's great. Yes, Candy. Candy lives in Alaska. And so
this would be helpful.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay, guys, I'm going to say, I hope with your permission, I would love for this to be our giveaway product. Would you be okay with that?
Yes.
You guys, I'm telling you, don't be shy. Don't be afraid of it. I'm someone, I don't like to take any kind of medicine at all. So I was nervous, but I'm so not nervous anymore. It really works. I like the taste of it. I like how I feel. So whoever wins this is very, very lucky. Okay, I am going to ask a trivia question for our final giveaway. For whoever was paying attention, and the person that gave us this information is disqualified, I'm sorry. But the question is, what % of homes in America have shower curtains? First person to guess it wins Sleep Fuel. And we do have a little delay, so we are just we need that Jeopardy music, Jen, when we do this. Does anyone have questions for Alberton? Nope. Okay, nobody knows? You guys, were you not paying attention? Trust me, you want to win this. You've got to think, what % of homes in America have shower curtains? I thought that was going to be an easy one. Oh, wait. Okay, someone did answer, but she did not answer correctly. She said 98%. Candy in Alaska is going to win Sleep Fuel. Candy got it at 95%. So congratulations to Candy. Jen will reach out to you, get your address, and we will get one of these sent out to you. And now all the 95% are coming in. Now lots of people are getting it. So you guys were paying attention. Thank you. It was the delay. Well, thank you so much, Alberton, for being here and joining us. Congratulations again on Product of the Week. I will be waiting with bated breath to find out what your next product is. And I know everyone at Grommet will be very excited. And I'm wishing you a fantastic holiday season with this. I'm sure it'll be a stocking stuffer like no other. And everybody who's here tonight, I just want to thank you guys for joining us. This was a fun show, and all of you makers, I think everybody was here tonight, and that is so fun. And it's so helpful for me because I try to know it all, but as you guys know, I usually don't. So I love being able to have you guys chime in and ask questions and teach us things that would not just be found anywhere. So that's all this kind of behind the scenes stuff is really fun. So thanks again, everybody. And we will be back next week on Tuesday night. We're doing a special themed show called It's called Holiday Home Spruce Up. So all of those things that will help you get your home looking spectacular for the holidays. And then we'll be back on Wednesday night, both same time, same place, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. And on Wednesday night, we're going to be unveiling some more new products. And we are going to have another Product of the Week winner on. And I'm going to hold you in suspense again about who that's going to be. And with that, I will say goodnight to everybody. Thank you again for being here. Fun show.